All right. Um, Let me quickly bring up the go live button. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing this morning? December 1st. It is December. We are getting ready for Christmas, the end of the year. Hopefully, we see some massive movement by the end of the year. It's a new month, and can't wait to see what happens, with the crypto market. And hopefully, we see nothing but positivity because right now, starting off sort of strong. The markets are positive today. Slightly positive today. Good morning, nice boy. Good morning, Jafet Perez. How you doing? Crypto Archie, hello. How you doing? Thank you for being here, Michael. Hey, thank you for being here. All the people that are on TikTok, thank you for watching. There's 17 people that are on there. I appreciate you guys. Anybody that's on Twitch, hello. We have 2 viewers over there. I do want to get to a point to where I can stream. Did you see SBS interview? No, I saw something that popped up, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. I guess I can do a reaction to um, his interview. Um, and I'll do that. F, and I'll probably do that later because I was gonna do a follow up reaction to the last video that I did on like CoffeeZilla from that one cryptocurrency, but I'll continue with that. I do want to do a reaction to um, SBF's interview, so I don't know how long it was. Sam Bankman-Fried interviewed live about the collapse of FTX. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to watch that. It looks like it's an hour. Is that right, or is that just like a reaction to that? It's on New York Times events. There's a couple of videos that are like 5 minutes or something like that. Um, what's your niche? I talk about cryptocurrency investments, investments in general, stock investments. I want to get into real estate, but I'm not an expert at all in real estate. I just want to start to get into real estate eventually. But right now, it's mainly around stocks and crypto. Not so much stocks as of late because most of my investments are tied up in a few bigger swing trades rather than my day trading portfolio. But crypto has been more the forefront right now. Um, hey, long time no see. Been watching you since AMC 2021 February. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I do still like AMC. I still hold AMC. I actually hold more AMC than what I held, back then. At one point I was holding like 2000 or something, and I think now I'm holding somewhere around that again. Um, and able to see the profits hopefully from here. I'm hoping that um AMC will have well, right now you look at the short interest. I haven't looked at it in a while, but you look at the short interest and you know that it's high. Um, and we're just really in that waiting period, which sucks, but we are. When will Lunatics get more exchanges? That's a good question. I don't know when Lunatics token will get more exchanges, but it's probably better that they get more exchanges in more of a bullish market than a bearish market. Because if you have more exchanges come on for Lunatics token in a bearish market, you're not going to see as much of a push, especially with where crypto is kind of trending right now, where you're seeing a lack of trust within cryptocurrency. So for Lunatics token, I'm actually happy that they're more um yeah, always tuned in to live streams on YouTube. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for the follow, by the way. Whoever just followed, I can't see it. Um but yeah, I think with Lunatics token, it's better to kind of wait. What they do have coming with, launching on the Terra Classic network, and being able to bridge across networks really gives you. Here we're back to Lunatic today again. I mean, we've been here and there. It doesn't go anywhere. I don't know what the surprise is. SPF uh will be in a Twitter Spaces speaking in a few hours. Yeah, I won't be live in a few hours. I have to take Harper to the bus stop again this morning, so it's not really going to be that long of a live stream. But expect some videos, some other content coming out as well. Don't disappoint us, bro. I'm not. Why would I disappoint you? I don't plan to disappoint you. We'll hold for as long as it takes. Need to get off just by passing by. After a long while, I'm watching you live. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, Gabriel. Good morning, Terra Rebels Station. I've heard a couple of things about that. I haven't actually jumped into different videos or detail. I wanted to, and every time I started something, I got sidetracked by something else or someone else. And yeah, sir, what about Lunic? Can I hold? What about Lunic? Can I hold? What is that? What do you mean by that? Guys, if you have a chance over on TikTok, if you could double tap the screen, get some likes here, and also on YouTube, we have 85 people, 39 likes. If you guys can hit the like button, I'll greatly appreciate it. Um, yeah. And do you think college is worth it or a scam about to drop out? So I wouldn't say that college is a scam, and I do think that college is worth it, especially for someone like me who came from maybe a community that really didn't put a lot into education or learning about a ton of things. Um, I wanted to branch out, and I think when you go to college, a lot of times, even if it's only like 35 minutes from home, when you go to college and you actually stay in a dorm, you you change you change the way you are a little bit, not deep down or where you came from or anything like that, but you change yourself for the better because you learn different perspectives. You learn, um, you know, what other people know rather than knowing what you know from home. It's about making those connections, which I have a ton of connections to various businesses. If I really wanted to go back to 9 to 5 or go back to work, I can easily have those connections with so many different people within college. And I don't know, it just changes your mindset, the way you speak, the way you act, the way you think. It's just so much about college that I actually do agree that it helps you. A lot of other people will say college is not worth it and it just costs a lot of money. I think it definitely does cost a lot of money, so you want to find the less expensive route. Don't go to, like, no offense to anybody that goes to like Pitt or going to you know um, a an academic college or something like that. Like, you can get the same amount of knowledge. It's about getting the degree, but then also adding some extra knowledge on top of it. By, like, if you're staying in your dorm room, you really don't have anything else to do besides um, study and learn something new, and maybe create videos. I don't really know, but you could do something extra and learn something new. I feel like um, college is definitely worth it. We need to cut ties with Terra rebels. They seem to be hungry for money and power and hold no responsibility for anything. They don't seem to want to help us actually grow. So I don't really agree with that. I can't really 100% agree with that. I mean, some people may be that way, but I don't agree with that for 80% of the Terra rebels. I would say they're looking to be paid for what they do. Anybody that does anything is looking to be paid. Like, if I'm investing into something, I want to gain something out of it. But for if you're actually like actively doing something for a community and putting in so much effort in order to change things, and putting in hours, like, if you're working, you should be compensated for it. Like, I'm working over here and making videos about Terra Luna Classic, getting the hype out, which is something I need to and want to do to keep the popularity alive. It's not just necessarily for me, but I'm also getting paid while I'm doing it. So that's another incentive to continue to do it, is not only to see the investment thrive, to see people thrive from that investment, but also be able to be paid from it. So anybody wants to be paid for anything that they're doing, and it just makes sense to pay people, especially if they're doing this much for the community. Um, Huge news, Lunic to $1 tomorrow. We did it. I I don't know about that. When will Lunic reach $1? That's a tough question, because $1 depends on burning off the supply, and if we can burn off enough of the supply, yes, we can reach $1 pretty quickly. Hey, we're in Cancun in October. Were you in Cancun in October? No, I was not. I was not. Why'd I have to think about that? I was not in Cancun in October. I was here in October. Um, so I was in Pennsylvania. Do you still have AMC? Yes, I still have AMC. I have it in my Roth IRA, and I also have it in my Webull account. I actually, when ApeCoin came out and skyrocketed, I took money out of ApeCoin and put it into AMC as AMC was at a lower point. So I was able to buy more. I think I have like 1,000. I can't remember how much I have on Webull, but um I know I have well over, no, it's not well over 2,000. um I know I have over like 200 in um my Roth IRA, but I have like over 1,000, like 700 or 1,900 in my Webull account. So yes, I still hold AMC. Camera went out? My camera? It looks like the camera's fine. Maybe the camera went out for a quick second. Do you think it's a positive ROI for college? Depends. It depends where you go. Like if you go to a college where it's costing you like $40,000 a year, or something like that. No, I don't think there's anything that you can get out of that to where it's positive unless you create Facebook or something. Then you can say, all right, well, it was worth it to go to college. Um, but I feel like it's not about the book knowledge nowadays, because you can learn the book knowledge anywhere. You can learn that all online. Literally, you can type in whatever book you have and learn everything from that book and just apply yourself to do so. It's just about teachers or instructors teaching you how to do that stuff and putting it in real world situations while you're in college. If you have a good professor, that's exactly what they do. It's not only about book knowledge, but it's about real experiences while applying the book knowledge. So I definitely think that um, you can you can learn everything through YouTube. Trading, I didn't learn anything from college. I learned about finances. I learned about balance sheets and income statements, which are great to understand and break down. If you go into Webull and you want to break down what the profit and loss is, you can obviously do that because you understand an income statement, you understand liabilities and assets and all of those things. But when it comes to trading, no, there was nothing, not even a single thing about trading. There was one instructor that really liked to trade, and he wasn't even like my like finance, like any of my finance instructors. He was just like a regular business. It was actually a like some sort of advisor. Can't remember what he was, but I talked about trading with him all the time and different strategies and what his trading strategy was, and he's the one that really got me into um, trading a little bit more rather than just long-term investing. um, what do you think about automatic adjustment of the burn depending on the chain volume? I'm not understanding. What do you mean by that? Automatic adjustment of the burn tax depending on the chain volume. So as in like if it's high volume, we'll see a lower amount, and if it's like lower volume, we'll see a higher amount, something like that. It it's it's interesting, but I don't know if I really like that. I would like it to stay consistent. I get we want to be paid, but 10% cut out of the burns plus wanting more than that for a couple of hours a day to code. seems a bit pricey. I think they should get paid as work is complete. Yeah, you're probably right. That's not a bad option. Um, I know that some people put in a lot of hours in order to do some of this stuff, and the crazy thing is, things don't get done unless a proposal gets passed. And even if a proposal gets passed, it still has to go through a couple of checks in order to do so. So I get what you're saying, and I would agree. I'd be happy if Lunic reached 1 penny, and it can reach 1 penny. That's a $60 billion market cap. That's not insane. It is higher than usual, especially for any cryptocurrency. We've seen Dogecoin do it. We've seen borderline Shiba Inu do it before they added more supply. Um, but I definitely think a $60 billion market cap is believable, especially looking at a 10% of a penny of Terra Luna Classic. So if we scroll down here to the market, um, let's scroll down here and look at Terra Luna Classic, currently at 0.0001630. We're seeing this at about a $1 billion market cap. We've seen this if we look at the price and it just adding or taking away a zero and adding that one, you're really looking at a decent return from where we are right now. A really, really good return from where we are right now. Now, is that the only option to get to? No, I expect way more than that. More than a $6 billion market cap, more than a $12 billion market cap. But it's still in question whether we're going to see a 50 or $60 billion market cap. You think crypto will be a college? Will be a course in college? Um, I bet they do have some stuff already on understanding cryptocurrency. Um, I don't know if there's a crypto course right now, and I don't think every college will have it. I think it will take time for colleges to have it. Um, you know, crypto courses, college. There's a blockchain course, 6 week blockchain program. I want to see if Cornell University online has a blockchain certification. So you can get a certificate from Cornell University for blockchain. I don't know how much it costs. Request information, review program, pricing, and details. I bet you the pricing is insane on this. Blockchain has recently become uh, mm, where's the 4 courses? Cryptocurrency and ledgers is one of the courses. Cryptography essentials, blockchain fundamentals, application of blockchain technology, leadership. That's live. That's a live one. But it looks like applications of blockchain technology, blockchain fundamentals, cryptography essentials, cryptocurrency, and ledgers is the 4 classes or courses that they would have within that in order to get your blockchain certificate. I would actually like to have a blockchain certificate. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. However, I want to see the pricing on something like that. So I'm going to ask them for pricing and we're going to see what they have here. Maybe they'll. Why do you want to enroll in a. Um, don't message me. Don't message me. Personal growth. Uh, when you're looking to complete the program immediately, what is the best describes your current professional level? I would probably say I'm an owner slash CEO, right? Is that what is your job title? Um, owner, CEO, COO, CBO. Um, where are you employed? Self-employed. Self-employed. Send now. Boom. Thanks for requesting more information. For more details are on the way. What sparked your interest in Cornell? Just the information there. We will see how that works and how that looks. You ever watch crypto analyst Jordan Cameron? No, I haven't. Bearded. That's wait, thanks. Wait, you're talking to somebody else. I guess $1 Terra Luna Classic is wait, what most of us are looking for. I guess I'll do my best to get to 10 million, Matt. Good morning, my brother. Good morning. So the reason why I'm saying this is because I got a couple of questions and responses on Twitter and YouTube. People talking about, hey, you're talking about burns and you talk about different stuff, and it's on different videos where they're like, it's not a get rich quick coin, and you want it to be a get rich quick coin, and then other people are saying that this is a get rich quick coin, and that's why they're not going to get into it, that it's a scam coin and all that stuff. And understand that Lunic has had success before. We all understand that Lunic has had a ton of success before. Obviously, the crash came into play, and everything really went downhill. Literally went downhill. But Terra Luna Classic has a large community, had a large community, and has a larger community now that believe in the position, for the investment potential, but also for the future growth and use case potential. So it's not only about a get rich quick or get as much money as you possibly can, because most people are looking to take maybe some profit of, obviously change their financial situation, which would be really good, but also be a part of something bigger than that, right? Because not only are you increasing your wealth, but as you hold on to more, you're a part of a bigger picture within cryptocurrency. And hopefully, Terra Luna Classic is one of those that is a top 10 cryptocurrency. Like the video that I created yesterday, I believe that Terra Luna Classic will be in the top 10. And the reason why is because of the community that is behind it. The people that believe in it, the people that want to see this thrive, and the amount of FOMO that's going to come on as Terra Luna Classic starts to run, and people are gaining 10,000, 20,000 percent, maybe even more than that, 100,000%. So I can't wait to see all the different things that we do. The only issue that I have is with, the divide within the community. There's always a divide within a community with time. And this is why I created a video talking about time is not our friend. I created a video, and I also put a post out on Twitter that time is not our friend for any investment, really. Because if we're looking for something to happen, relatively quickly, whether it's utility, whether it's burns, whether it's whatever, we understand that this has to happen in the time frame that we want it to happen. And if it doesn't, then we have people that are thinking. And when people start to think about other options, you start to get so many people that back their options and back another person's opinion and back another person's opinion when they forget where we started. Like, we started with a 1.2% burn. Understand that the burn can get us to the supply level that we want. Utility will get us to the price levels that we want. And then we will be happy about that, because burns get us to the price potential. Utility gets us to the price figures. So obviously I understand that, but the point is that we need to find a way to get this back to normal, and that's where we started at. But now we've branched off to creating a brand new wallet system platform. Worrying about the repeg maybe a little bit too early. I don't know. Worrying about utility maybe a little bit too early. Because I think with all of that hype that we had in the beginning, all of the volume, all of the billions of dollars that we're going through, if we pressured exchanges to get this done like we did with Binance, they would have found a way to get it done. But when Binance decided to change something and said, oh, we're going to do 0.1%, and not let us know that they do have a free option out there, or tell us what that will look like in the next week or so, in the next month, and it will be less than what you think, um, that's where we could have pressed back and said, this might not be what you guys think. And I've been saying this from the beginning that it wouldn't be as high as what people think because of the fact that they have Binance Convert and it continues to dwindle down. We're gonna wait and see what the burn ends up being for December, but you know, not good. Guys, we have 180 people here. If you can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Rumble, guys, if you want to follow me on Rumble, feel free to do so. I'm uploading over there, uploading a couple of videos over here every day. Some of the videos that I have on my YouTube channel, I'm just uploading them over here for more people to watch. But if you want to follow me on Rumble, I want to get to a point to where I have, um, you know, 100 followers so that I can go live on Rumble as well and get to another market, people that don't watch YouTube. Maybe they just watch Rumble. So go and follow me on that platform as well. Um, I'll keep this up. That's interesting though that you can get a blockchain certificate. I feel like having that is great. I don't know what the pricing is. It's probably like I would if I was to guess, it's probably somewhere around $2,000 for that certificate at least, and that's just with 4 classes that's online that you can complete in a couple of months. I do want to understand a little bit more about blockchain that I may not know about. So if I can teach myself something brand new, I figure I can teach myself something. But I want to know some more if they do know anything else. If it's something where it's basic blockchain knowledge, then obviously I'm not for that. But to have the certificate is a big deal as well. And to say you have a certificate is also a big deal as well, understanding that you have the knowledge behind it, behind what you speak. Matt is going back to college for his master's in crypto. I hope not. I already have my MBA. I already have 2 bachelor's degrees. Um, I don't want to have to do that. Did you hear about Terra Rebel starting a new wallet? I did hear about that. I didn't read into it or um, look into it heavily, which I should look into now. Um, and I'll give my opinion on it. Um, so yeah, we have 204 people here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. And we got 82 likes. I appreciate all the people that hit the like button. I would love to have 100 likes out of this. So if you can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate that. Matthew, have you seen the Rebel Station? What do you think? I haven't seen the Rebel Station yet. I will look into it um, right after I drop Harper off. I will look into it and I will give my thoughts in a video. But I haven't looked at it yet. Can you keep printing more Lunic? Is there a max supply? So for Terra Luna Classic, you technically can print more Lunic. Right now, the minting feature is not technically on. But the idea behind Lunic is to mint more when USTC is in trouble, or UST at the time was in trouble. Right now, we don't have that link. We don't have the algorithm back in place. We don't have it repegged, USTC repegged. So we're not worried about that right now. Right now, with minting, all it's doing is coming from a pool. It's not coming from minting new coins, which you have seen before in different projects. Majority of projects usually do a pool that they set up prior to um, creating, or prior to launch, I guess. So yeah, you can hang your certificate of crypto on your gray wall behind you. It is blue. The wall behind me is navy blue. It is navy blue. I do want to like I said, I want to switch this around. So if I get time today, I'm going to switch this around to where I have, visual to the rest of the the space over here um during live streams and maybe during videos as well. Because um I feel as though that's what I really want to do. I need probably a better computer, better another monitor, I guess. Um, but I want to switch this up and also cable manage because my cables look like a damn web of wires. That's all I have there. Many feel the same, Mr. P. Rebel Station is going to cause a divide in the community. You can. I read that. I'm just gonna stay right here. I'm at Terra Station, so I'm in Terra Station right now, but I don't know what the benefits are. Again, I want to dig into what Rebel Station is. Hey Matt, when can we see a next stable bull run? A next stable bull run. Um, it's tricky to say. I'm hopeful that we can see it in 2023, but a lot of people are believing that we're gonna basically consolidate or see a mini bull run in 2023, but not the major bull run. It's gonna pull back to a certain low, not these lows. So what my belief is, there's two things that I I want to say. So one that I want to happen, and another one that I believe will happen. So what I want to happen, obviously, is the bull run to happen within mid-year of 2023. People see the excitement in crypto, trust comes back. We see, you know, more people investing into not only businesses but also crypto projects and gaming and all that stuff. That's what I want to see is that bull run. However, what I believe is going to happen is within that time period where I think that it's going to be a massive bull run, or I want it to be a massive bull run, will just be more of a mini bull run where it would increase up to, let's say, you would see Bitcoin maybe increase up to 25, 26, maybe 27,000, but then decrease back down to about a maybe 23, 22, 23 thousand dollars, maybe even a little bit less than that, maybe somewhere around that 20 to 21 mark. But I do see them having a bull run, a little bit of a mini bull run, and then pulling back a little bit because consolidation usually does lead to some more bullish momentum. It doesn't mean that it's going to be extremely bullish there. So my opinion and what I think is going to happen is a mini bull run there. Once we see trust come back a little bit. But we're going to see people that may question that trust and try and take some of their profits that they did gain from the bottom to that point. So that's why I believe that's going to happen. But that's just my opinion, to tell you the truth. What's your thoughts on Dot and Atom? So I like Atom. I invest in Atom. I actually hold Atom on the DeFi wallet where I gain about 17% APY. It just makes sense when you can gain a little bit more. I've gained profit from Atom up to $45 from a lower level, and where it is now at like $10 or something, $10 or $11. Let's see. Let's scroll down here. Cosmos, it's at $10.41. It shows so much promise back up to some of those levels, if not even higher. So I like Atom. Dot as well. Dot had a higher APY on Coinbase, or not Coinbase, on crypto.com. I was hype about, but it shows a lot of promise from where it actually is. I was making a decision whether I would invest in Matic or Dot, and I think Matic ended up being the vote there. But then, Dot still shows a lot of potential and a lot of gains. Do you think Binance should burn part of their big Lunic wallet? Do I think they should? Yes. Will they? No. It doesn't make sense that they would or should, or that a lot of people believe that they should. No, it doesn't. They spent the money in order to buy this Terra Luna Classic. That's how exchanges work. Either they're given it or they buy it. And a lot of times with Binance, they buy it in order to buy up a lot of it and have a majority of the volume. Now, the reason why they will not burn is because if Binance, and I've said this plenty of times before, if Binance is the only one that's burning, they are the only ones that are losing out of the situation. Even though it increases the value of Terra Luna Classic and their overall coins will increase in value, they're increasing the value of other exchanges' coin holding. Because let's say KuCoin is holding 300 billion coins and Binance is over here holding 2.3 trillion. Well, Binance obviously has the edge. Whatever the price is, they have so much more. But if they decide to burn off their supply with every transaction, by implementing that, they are getting rid of their supply first because they have 60% of the supply. Now, KuCoin is not doing anything. KuCoin decided that they're not going to burn Terra Luna Classic, so they're staying at 300 million. However, Binance is going from 2.3 to 2 trillion, maybe to 1.5, maybe to 1 trillion because they have 60% of the volume. And as more of the volume is happening, their supply is lowering down. Price potential goes up, but they're lowering down to where KuCoin is. And now they have 300 billion. KuCoin has 300 billion, and they're both worth the same amount in just Terra Luna Classic, and they gave up too much of their position. This is why you need so many other CEXs to be on board with this, because if they are not on board with doing something like that, with doing a burn by transaction, then it's not going to benefit anyone. So that's the reason why they're not doing it. It's not because they don't want to tax anybody, which um, I believe they do care about investors, but they also care about profits a lot more. And so if they show an ability to grow with that burn rate, that majority of people will, if everybody adopts the burn and we see it constantly burning at 0.2% or 1.2% or 3% or whatever, um, then we would be able to see the supply drop down, the price potential go up. Everybody wins because even though it's 60% here and you have all that volume, you also have volume over here that you're able to see the 0.2% or 1.2%. So we need to continue to pressure these exchanges into doing it, but there's been no pressure lately. A lot of people are more towards that utility push and are saying burns are not worth it. So I've been trying to push it, but every time I get pushback where people are like, no, it's not about burns anymore. It's all about utility. And people are going to drive, they're going to drive this into the ground the same way that they sort of done with Shiba Inu. And now we're kind of on our last hope for Shiba Inu, where we're trying to burn something through Shibarium. And if we don't get it, it's kind of like, well, that's it, and I don't want that. I know you don't want that either. Terra Rebel's position is that it's. How can you hear rumors of something in the future? No one has a crystal ball. No one knows. That's true. Matthew, what are your top 3 coins you are holding? So the top coin that I'm holding, I made a video on it yesterday, is CRO. I invested 13,000 or between 13 and 14,000 into the position, um, which is light years ahead of any other position that I've invested into. When it comes to the amount that I've invested versus the belief in the position, it's a different story, right? Obviously, I believe that CRO is going to be really, really big. Terra Luna Classic is right up there with it when it comes to belief. And then obviously investing into, if I was to pick another one, I want to take something that's more of a safer route that's going to change the game for crypto, and that's Ethereum. So CRO, Lunic, and Ethereum for like a lot of those, I guess, just to keep things diverse within those top 3. But then if you're looking at top holdings in what I invested, not what I just believe in, but I invested again $13,000 to $14,000 into CRO. I invested $5,000 into Krillcoin, and I invested $6,000 into Ethereum. So definitely still CRO, still Ethereum, but then you have a another investment to where I put in $5,000 into uh, KRL. It might even been a little bit more than that. I actually haven't tracked it. So 3 sets or 2 sets of 3 there. How would Lunic reach $1 in less than a month? People use common sense. So it could, but the problem is that I don't think it will, and it's not about that. I do want it to reach $1 a little bit faster than what people want it to reach, or a lot of other people want it to reach $1 because they want it to. They want people to be able to stay invested for a long period of time. But for me, I know there's a lot of people that are only in it for the gains. And if they can get those gains and see the gains become less and less as other people are investing, well, now you start investing for the use case rather than just the gains. So it's you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place there. I stand corrected. Mr. P has a crystal ball. My crystal ball says always do your own research. That is a good crystal ball. Why don't Binance just buy the small exchanges supply of Lunic and transfer it to small volumes and burn it so the supply don't go down, but theirs does. Um, so that's not as it's easily said than done, right? More easily said than done. I don't think they could do something like that. Plus, you're giving more value to even smaller exchanges that don't want to sell their Terra Luna Classic at all. I mean, to Binance, I mean, they could technically buy it, but you have holders on those platforms. You know, will Lunic take longer than SHIB to get to 1 cent? No. Lunic will get to 1 cent way before SHIB gets to 1 cent. SHIB at 1 cent is like a $6 trillion market cap. Um, and that's insane. So no, it's not gonna. Uh, SHIB is not gonna get there before Lunic. Lunic is gonna get there light years ahead of you know. Wait, Lunic is gonna get there light years ahead of SHIB because SHIB at 1 cent is a $60 billion market cap. That's believable. Um, wait, Lunic at 1 cent. That's what I meant. Lunic at 1 cent is a $60 billion market cap. SHIB is a $6 trillion market cap. That's way too much. Waiting for the burn to come through. Let's have a wait. Let's have a guess how much will be burned. For me to guess how much will be burned, it's been what 4 weeks, right? We have however many days. Let's say it's 4 weeks, maybe a little over that. I think it's going to be um, so. And I want to hear what everybody else thinks it's going to be before I give my opinion. What does everybody else think it's going to be for the Binance burn when it does happen? Obviously it's going to be something where we're like, oh, 5 billion burn for Binance, 10 billion burn for Binance. This is amazing. But we're also looking over a month. How much do people think that Binance is going to burn? Pay attention to Seifu token that's burning. It's down the supply rapidly. Matt, have a great play. I'm not sure about that. I've heard some things about Seifu. Oh my God, I'm dead this morning. Why? Don't ask me. I think we are all screwed. For what? Crypto? Let's hope Shibarium will create some bigger burns. Yeah, I mean, I hope they will create burns at all because we are not seeing any burns yet. Let me go to subscribers only. 11 billion, 11 billion, 5 billion. I hope for 60 billion market cap for Lunic. I believe it can get there. 4 billion, 7 billion, 7 billion, 15 billion, 500 million is what you believe. That is a low amount. If they have 500 million, I guarantee there will be an uproar. I feel like even with the amount that I'm going to say it's going to be, which I don't think anybody has said, I think Char, you were the closest without going over. Um, 9 billion Binance burn, 8 billion, 500 million Lunic, 500 million on Binance, 600 or 6 billion. So yeah, I think if we look at it in the past, we've seen it burn over a week. It's been somewhere as high as 5 billion, right? And as low as like 1 billion, 1.2 or something, 1.6. I can't remember exactly what it was, but a low lower than 2 billion. So I'm going to say there's a lot of people that are using Binance Convert, and I'm going to say that we are going to see somewhere around 3 billion coins that are burned. I hope that it's more because I think it's going to be more than 4 weeks because technically, if you look at it, it's more than 28 days, which 4 weeks is 28 days. You're going to have a little bit over that. So I'm going to say 4 weeks is 28 days, but a month is more than that, a little bit more than that. 2 days more than that. Um, so I believe it's going to be somewhere around 3 billion, between 3 and 4 billion, which will suck. I don't think it's something that we want to wait 30 days to see 4 billion burn off. If it's somewhere around 6 billion, 7 billion, 10 billion, I will be insanely happy. That means that we're seeing more than 2 billion, probably somewhere around 2.5 billion per week, which is definitely better than what we've seen in the past, which was, 2 or 1 billion at times. Um, So that's where I stand with it. I believe it's going to be around 3 to 4 billion. 3 billion is terrible, terrible, terrible. That is so disappointing. CZ wants to slow progression with our gains. I don't. I don't think he wants to slow progression with the gains. I think he wants to slowly back off the burns. So when somebody wants you to forget about something, they just don't do it, right? Um, we all know that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. It's not a good situation, and it will never be a good situation. I haven't watched his response yet, which I really want to watch that on The Daily Show, which a lot of people are just like, it doesn't matter. Like, you disrespected somebody, um, and, I'm not really supporting your movies anymore. And there's people that will remember that, right? But if you don't want something to be addressed and you want people to forget about it, then just don't do anything and to do it less of the time, right? So he addressed it, one time and then was off really in the internet for a long time until now he has this movie that's coming out, which looks really, really good. I like his movies. I just don't like his actions during the Oscars. Um, but that's exactly what they're doing here, right? They were doing the burns every single week for Terra Luna Classic, and it was getting us hype. We were starting to talk about it every week, and now with time, people don't talk about it as much. And if you're burning less, then people definitely don't talk about it as much or don't look at it as a hyped moment. And now they're going to get to a point to where now they're burning every quarter, and now there's going to be no more burns. I'm pretty sure within the 3 months they're going to end up like stopping the burn, and the reason is because they never wanted to begin with. They just wanted to satisfy us with the with that thought of a burn, because if they would have done the 25%, the opt-in feature, it would have taken away from their gains, from their overall supply, and not KuCoin and not Gate.io and not all these other platforms. That's why they decided to go with the 0.1%, was because it's less, way less, and it's not going to decrease their supply that much because they have a free option. Matt, I'm begging you to at least read up on Seifu Token. So I haven't read a lot into it. I've watched videos on it, and there's a lot of bad things that I've heard about it, and I don't want to start to dive into things like that. I could imagine that people can get gains within anything. There's a lot of plays out there to where you can gain something, but uh, I'll have to res- respectively decline that, looking into it more, even talking about it more, because I don't want to risk what happened to I Show Speed to happen to me. You know, I talked about that on my reaction channel. No offense. I mean, you can get investments and gain anything anywhere, as long as you make the right move based on where that investment is at that moment. Um, so they ripped that off from an old movie. Look it up. They're actors. So I have seen that. I have seen the old movie, and it's like pretty much um, verbatim. Like, it's like word for word, and action for action. It's like, wow. So I don't know. It looked like it was, well, it looked like it was staged at first, and I was like, wait, is that staged? And then things got ridiculous. So I don't know. And maybe they did do it, and maybe because right now they were talking about, or then they were talking about how the Oscars didn't have enough attention, and with that slap, all of a sudden the Oscars got so much attention, and now people are going to watch the Oscars this coming year because they want to know what's going to happen, how they're going to address it. Maybe there's going to be comedians that talk about it, or tell people, hey, there's seatbelts in your chair now, so let's put on those seatbelts so you don't get up and slap people. Like, they're probably going to make fun of it, I would imagine. What's your thoughts about Shiba? I like Shiba Inu. I have 300 million Shiba Inu holding on crypto.com. And I'm hopeful that Shibarium will create burn rates for it. And maybe we can see a lot of success there. Guys, we probably only have about 10 minutes. I have to drop Harper off at the bus stop. And then I'll record some videos and stuff, but we're basically going to be streaming for an hour. here today. Streams have been going. They haven't really been as like live or alive as they've been in the past. You know, where we had like 500, maybe to 1,000 people that are here, and it's probably because cryptocurrency has a lack of trust. And Terra Luna Classic is not really at the forefront of cryptocurrency right now or a lot of popularity right now. But once we do see hype, we obviously see a lot more volume that comes through. The Fresh Prince of Bel Air slapped Christ the Rock. If Will Smith actually slapped the Rock, not Chris Rock, it wouldn't have went down that way. Matt, don't miss out on Vault Inu. It's going to be a huge play. I wouldn't disagree with you that people are going to gain money from Vault Inu. The only thing I would disagree with you is the fact that like Vault Inu is well, I guess you didn't even say that it's one of the only like options to gain money. It's not. That's not the case. Um, so I wouldn't put words in your mouth. But I can say that I've looked into Vault Inu a couple of times. I don't like anything that has a V2. The only V2 that I've invested into is uh, Terra Luna 2.0, and it's because I was given Terra Luna 2.0, and then also invested in Terra Luna 2.0, where I gained some money out of it, gained a little bit out of it, and now I hold like 10 that's left. You'll be extremely disappointed if that's your prediction. What's your prediction? Um, when is the burn from Binance? I guess 30 billion. Yeah, that's I don't think that's going to be that high. If it is 30 billion, I will be shocked. Oh geez. I will be shocked. That means that they're burning a billion a day, which is not, especially with the volume that we've seen lately, definitely not happening. So I actually think 3 billion might be a little bit high for the amount of burns, especially with the volume that we've seen in the last month. So get ready for everybody to be disappointed. We might end up seeing 2 billion that burns off, um, or 500 million, like people say. I think it's going to be more than 500 million. If you set your expectations low, then you're not disappointed later. Any thoughts on Zombie Inu? I've looked into that a couple of times. It looked like it had some potential, but I don't think it has the amount of popularity that it had before. So you have to look into multiple things when you look into plays. It's about the popularity, the volume that goes into it, the circulating supply, the history behind it. Whether it's they're just adding some of that supply or creating dilution or anything like that. So I don't see any like crazy red flags. The only thing is that Zombie Inu does not have the volume that it had before. Isn't ETH technically a V2 or V3 by now? That's true. But when you have something that controls the market or changes their dynamic into something that's better, like for a lot of V2s that are out there, I'll correct myself. There's a couple of V2s, so I guess ETH is a V2 that I'm a part of. So technically, it's a V2, but it's not a manual migration over to a new coin. Like it's technically a V2 or V3, but the issue is that you're still holding your Ethereum. It's still Ethereum. It's not something that has changed drastically with the like they decided to decrease the supply. So a lot of times with like Safe Moon or something. Safe Moon had a crazy supply. They introduced burns within it and understood that transactions you would see burn. You can burn down to a hell of a low amount if a lot of volume happened. Um, but then they decided to go to a V2 where they decreased the supply, I believe it was. They decreased the supply, basically gave people a one for 1,000. So doing a reverse split, really. Um, and kind of limiting that gain potential that people wanted. Because if you're taking away 3 zeros from it, that means that you're taking away 3 zeros of price potential from it as more burns can happen. And that's what people don't want. They don't want you to change things like that. But if you're changing things for the environment, to make things cheaper, to make things faster, to make things just better for the overall cryptocurrency market, I think Ethereum gets a pass. What did the five fingers say to the face? Charlie Murphy and Will Smith. Yeah. Well, I think that was Charlie Murphy. Wait, that was Charlie Murphy and Dave Chappelle, right? Five fingers say to the face. Slap. um, it's my one shot at leaving college. What do you mean? We need to make Lunic to 10 cents. It's your one shot of leaving college. I don't think you should leave college. I don't know where you go to college, but college is extremely important. A lot of people will say college is not worth it, and I hate when people say that. Um, yes, the expenses that you pay are not worth it. Some levels, if you're not looking to pursue other levels within your job or your career, then it doesn't make sense for you to go for like an MBA. Like it was great to be able to make those connections, but to pay two times or technically might even been more than that. To pay three times more than what I paid for an associate's degree and two bachelor's uh, degrees is ridiculous. So I can tell you that I'm disappointed in what I've done there, but I love the connections and I love the things that I've learned within my MBA program. And to be able to have that MBA program and also to have crazy thing is to pay that much and also have it covered, or have a lot of it covered by my job that I work for, or I worked for, was insane. Did you live chat with Terra Rebels about Rebel Station yesterday? Man gave a lot of answers. Yeah, I know you did a live chat. I shared it and said I don't need anyone to migrate. They said it's created as a backup in case TFL goes down. And if TFL goes down, is that something to where everybody decides to migrate? Is that I don't see how TFL is going down, but I mean, there's always a chance. Matt, you're wrong. The amount of zeros don't matter. It's about the market cap. It truly is about the market cap. You're right. But what I'm saying is about the zeros. So when you look at a position and you understand that there are a lot of zeros, like right now, the potential of it is about burning off the supply. Yes, the market cap will be, let's say, 40 billion. It gets to 40 or 60 billion, getting to a penny or something like that. Well, the market cap at 60 billion at this current supply is, a 1 cent price. However, if we decrease the supply down with burns, now 60 billion becomes a better price. So the price potential is so much more. If you take away some of that supply and give people one coin for 1,000 or one coin for 100, you're taking away a lot of the potential to burn off that supply, and now you're taking away potential gains to the price. Does that make sense? If you take away zeros, you're taking away zeros from your bottom line. That's why a lot of people don't want to split, because if Terra Classic decides to do a split right now and takes away three zeros, you could take away three zeros and do some sort of a manual, migration or merge or something like that with a V2, which they didn't technically do a migration with the holders in Classic. People that are still holding in Classic still holding Classic, and V2 is out there to where you're given the coins. But what a lot of people will do, or a lot of projects will do, is create that V2 to where you're holding 1 million Lunic. They take away three zeros, and now you're holding 100,000 Terra Luna Classic, which means that it's going to find a way to get away, take away three zeros. Those three zeros turns it into $1. You're now holding 100,000 or a potential $100,000 out of it. if you have, um, if you're holding, let's say, a million, and they take away those three zeros there, and that's potentially right, which can give you higher gains and kind of more believable gains. Like if they take away three zeros here, and instead of being at a trillion, you're looking at billions of potential. Well, yeah, now you can see so much success out of that and so much growth out of it. Like if they take away three zeros, it's at single digit billions. So I know it's sort of tough to understand. Um, but it's definitely something that I think about all the time. All right, guys. I have to get out of here. It's about an hour in. I appreciate all you guys for being here. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Is B Rise a scam? I've seen it. It looked like it had potential. I haven't seen any scamish tendencies with it. Um, Anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. I will be posting videos later. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Rumble, feel free to follow me on Rumble. I want to be able to grow this to something bigger and be able to stream on there and have another platform to where instead of just YouTube and Twitch, I also have Rumble that I can stream on. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you again for watching. Thank you all for hitting the like button. And